What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. Down on the left side here, we have Darkworlds, and on the right side here, we have Dinosaurs, a very most popular deck coming out with the new stuff out of the, I don't even know what it's called, Wild Survivors, I think. Um, I think that, a lot of players at our locals, we have like 3 Dino players. They're trying to pick up all the Xeno stuff. Pretty cool. I think there's a lot of different combos. Like you can go with the Obi Wrap. Well, obviously you play Obi Wrap there, but you can go with Lisa's Jar Frost, popping babies and stuff like that. Easy access to Barone. Um, Lots of cool stuff in the deck. I don't think this is. I think this is just pure Lost World. There are any die rolls here. Let me know down in the comment section below who you think is going to win this duel. If it's going to be the Dark World or is it going to be the Dinos. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's dive in. So it looks like we're going to be seeing here the Darkworld's going to go first, activating a Mothman off the bat. We're going to be getting a dice over here so we can roll. We're going to be hitting the Nessie here. So you can be able to summon out that Mothman, doing a draw. Then Nessie will be able to search. I'm glad that Droll is no longer really in this format. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of it being in the side, which is still going to be powerful, but not being in the main is kind of great. We're going to activate a Genta here. It's going to be searching us for the gates. Activating the gates, activating it, banishing the Genta, sending the rainbow, drawing a card. Then we're going to be able to search as well as summon back out that Genta. And rainbow's going to be searching us for the Grapha, it looks like here. We're going to activate trade in here, discarding the Grapha, drawing 2 cards. And then we tag out and tag out again. Refilling the hand. We're going to be normal summoning out the Zephyros here. Going into the Dugaris, activating the Dugaris effect here, drawing 2 cards, and then discarding. Discarding the Snow, being able to search for Ceruli here. So it looks like we're going to have that hand loop going to go off. And we're going to see the field spell be bounced in Zephyros. Then we're going to be playing the field spell once again, banishing the Snow, sending the Ceruli, summoning it out, and then activating the effect. Getting rid of that Silva. Silva is going to be summoning itself out. We're going to see the 2 being put back on the bottom of the deck here. And then I think he just ends up scooping here because he just shows what else can he do. You shouldn't really reveal your deck, but this is just a locals. The Dino player is just coming back. I think this is his first week back, so understandably that I don't think he's played against Darkworld in the full combo build. So that was essentially going to be full combo there regardless because he had Ascension, and he'd be able to do that loop another time by bouncing back the Ceruli as well as that Silva in the zone because he did put it in the extra monster zone, zone right in front of the extra monster zone, so he could be able to summon it back with the Akashic or the Security Dragon there. But moving on to the game 2 here, we're going to be seeing Dinos going first. And the fun thing with Dinos is that they're able to set up a rank 4 very, very easily. Normally they go for Dolka, but in cases like this, we can see a lot of the time they'll go for like a Dweller, which just shuts off the Darkworlds practically right off the bat. But moving on into the game 2 here, we shall see. And let's see a Fossil Dig here, being able to search for any dino in your deck. Kind of crazy. I actually love Dinos. I think the deck is super cool. Even for that Oviraptor, and they're also super common printed now. Like, we're going to be seeing a lot of the gold rares in the Wild Survivors, which is just so good for budget players. Normal summon the Ovi, activating the effect here, being able to send or add the babies. Misk is going to be in the graveyard. Then we're going to be banishing the Misk here to send, I guess, to summon out the Iron and Archosaur. Archosaur effect is going to activate. I think this is a rare as well now. So it has 3 printings, being a secret rare and ultra rare as well as a rare is very nice. They're going to take a second to read the Adam and Archosaur, very there's a lot of text on it. If he has a baby in hand, he can destroy it, search for a pill, which we are going to be seeing. Babies going to be destroyed. We're going to be able to search for a pill, and then babies going to be able to summon back out. So right now we can get for the UTC as well as a rank 4 engine if we really wanted to. I can't believe that they didn't put Mist 2 on the ban list, to be honest. That was kind of wild to me. We could see a Giant Rex being summoned here, or potentially even a petite Pteranodon, and then an Oviraptor could swap them out. I guess banish to summon, but we do see the Dino stuff being played in the deck. Going for a petite Pteranodon here, and we will be able to activate OE effect, destroy petite, summon back out the baby, and then Pteranodon effects can activate here. We could actually summon out Pankratops if we wanted to as well, which I think can definitely come back to 2. Hot take, but I'll take it. We're going to be sending out the Doodle Beast Stego. Stego effect's going to activate, searching for the Doodle Beast Trap. I was so excited when these cards first got announced, but they're sadly not that great. Here we could go for a Link 2. Going for that Almirage. Almirage can't be used for that one because it's not a normal summon monster, but a Link Creepo could do instead. So we're going to pretend that's just a Link 1. Going into a Secure Guard now, then we'll be able to activate the Pill, banishing to summon out the UTC. And then Giant Rex will be able to activate summoning itself out. And now we have a rank 4 right here. As well as, being able to pop that baby with UTC to flip everything face down. So we could go for Dweller here, we could go for Dolka, or any really other rank 4 you want to. It's a pretty nice little combo. Giant Rex is pretty busted, to be honest. I remember that when that card was super expensive for no good reason. It was only printing in a Battle of Legend. It was crazy times. We're going to see them make the Dweller here. Setting a card and going to be linking 2 away. I don't think Link Guard Nut can be used as link material. For some reason. They're using the baby as well as the Stego to go for an IP, it looked like. I feel like you just pass on that, and that's just a good enough board. Because you'll have Dweller, and then so we're going to pass on that, and we're going to have Dweller and UTC going to be able to activate. We're going to activate the Dweller effect here. No graveyard effects for the rest of the turn. They're going to activate Trade-in, discarding the Rainbow, and then they'll be able to draw 2. I don't think Darkworld can actually beat UTC Dweller. You'd have to have a few dangers in hand and be able to make a big board. Or have the fusion spell. We're going to see Genta activate here, searching for the field spell. We're going to activate the field spell here, and they're going to activate the effect, banishing the Genta. We're going to send the Ceruli to the graveyard here. Then drawing a card. They will be able to summon out the Genta. I guess they can Can they get rid of it with a rank 4? I mean, as soon as you have 2 bodies on the field, they can just UTC you. So I feel like if you let them get to a rank 4, they potentially can, but at that point, it's going to be game anyways. Here they're going to activate, or doesn't activate. They're going to swap out for Rainbow. So Rainbow currently is at 33. Because it's not an activated effect. which is the beneficial part, which they can still swap out under Dweller here. We're just taking a second to read that, and they go, oh, you can do that. But yeah, they can't activate their effects in Graveyard, but it's not an activated effect, it's like a condition effect. So, or condition summoning, I guess, we should say. Same thing with like Fenrir there. They're taking a second, maybe thinking about responding to this because they could, like beat over the baby. They're gonna activate the Doodle Beast trap card here. And they're gonna be able to activate yeah. They're gonna be seeing Darkworld Archive, or it's not archives, that's the it is Darkworld Archives, okay. So this will be able to boost the rainbow to a higher stat if they want to, which we're going to see them activate the effect. Discarding the Genta, so we're going to be seeing rainbow gain 400 here. And then going to activate the effect again, being card was discarded off of a Darkworld effect, discard a card, and then draw 2 cards. See them discard the gates here. So now that rainbow is a threat to UTC, we're going to see a Jackalope being activated here. We're going to be seeing the Jackalope being hit. Very nice hit. It cannot activate in Graveyard. So that is just a plus. And they're just going to scoop it up, realizing they do not have enough, Just a single boosted rainbow is not going to be able to beat over that huge UTC. UTC being an actual powerhouse of a card. Like, to this very day, like, one of the first, boss monsters of 35. Now we have so many 35s. I think, yeah, I don't even know. Like, I feel like we're seeing a lot of even normal monsters. Like 2000 is pretty generic now, as well as like 24 defense on a monster, like on Holatea, for example. That card has 24 defense. That's huge. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Even like the spell cards nowadays, like a lot of cards just have 2 effects. Or I guess multiple effects, like depending on where they can be. I feel like that's like kind of like the new meta. And Darkworld really was like one of the first decks to actually do that, like have multiple effects to activate if they were discarded by either their effects or their opponent's effects, which makes the mirror match so much fun. But moving on to game 3, we're going to be seeing an interesting spot because do you let Dinos go second? Such a deck that like has so much like destructive power. They have these going second spells go first, or do you have them going second and make your board going first? Because both decks right now are powerful going second decks. Looks like we're going to be seeing Darkworld going first here. I mean, if they get to the fusion, it's going to be pretty crazy. We're going to see Mothman activating here, and they do have the field spell in hand, which is kind of interesting. Maybe hoping that they don't hit the Mothman. Seeing that Ceruli is kind of difficult, we're going to be seeing them draw off Mothman. So it's going to summon itself out. And then after this Ceruli effect here, I think they have to pitch the Snow. Because they only have one monster in hand. But I get them to search as well as I think it's... I don't even know what the secondary effect of Snow is. That's how rarely we see it used. I see them search for the rainbow here. They're going to activate the gates, so obviously they can't activate the effect of the Snow. They're going to activate the gates effect, banishing the Snow, sending the rainbow, and then being able to draw a card. Now we're going to be seeing the rainbow effect going to activate here, as well as the archives, sending the Snow. So we're going to be able to search twice, searching for that Silva, and then Snow will be able to activate here, searching for any card that they need. There's no way they forgot that. We're going to see a normal summon of a Mothman here. Going to overlay for most likely the number 60 here, Dugaris. Activating the effect, being able to draw 2 and then discard, and they're just not seeing very much at all. Discarding the Silva here, being able to summon itself back. Not the greatest draws. Then tag out for the Rainbow. Activate trading, get rid of that Thunderbird, draw 2 cards. We've drawn like 5 cards, 6 cards so far, and haven't been able to do very much. We're going to see a Genta here, searching for the gates. And then we're probably going to see a gates over gates scenario here. They're going to act with the effect, banishing the Genta, sending the Silva, and then they're able to summon back out both of them. So we have Saryuja essentially on the field now, as well as a +7, I believe, so far. They're going to activate the effect of Archives, discarding the Rainbow, being able to search for the Garafa here. Gates over gates, once again, banishing the Snow. And then we're going to be sending the Graph to the graveyard here. Interesting that we didn't bounce back the Silva with Grapha. Or with Silva with the, not Genta, but the other Rainbow in hand. Or in graveyard, I should say. Looks like we're going for a rank 8. That makes sense. Okay, so not caring about the rip effect of the Ceruli here. Going for the Coach King Trainer. So trying to draw 3 cards here. Maybe searching for some side deck cards. But on the summon of King Trainer, we're going to get Nibiru here. And that is deadly. If there's any time the Nibiru, that's the time the Nib. They'll activate Bigfoot, still being able to continue on their plays here. If they hit the Bigfoot, they'll be able to pop that Nib. If they hit a Skill Drain, kind of rough, so they'll draw a card. Skill Drain is a card. Like, if we can draw into another one of those, maybe they already have it. It's going to pretty much win them the game here. They're going to activate a Jackalope. Hitting a Silva, summoning out the Jackalope, drawing a card, summoning that Silva back. So we have 4 monsters once again. We can tag out for the Rainbow, tag out for the Grapha. So now we just have to really just find a way to get to that another one of those Skill Drains and a fusion card. I don't think we have any more targets for Rainbow in the deck. We're going to go for the Saryuja here, and that will let us draw 4 more cards, maybe putting back some of those bricks. Hopefully seeing... I still don't see a Skill Drain. No purple in the hand here. I do think I saw a Thrust there, or how was it Talons? Okay. So, Talons will be able to let them draw 2 more cards, but they're active with the Talons here, trying to look at the hand. Or drawing 2, actually. We did see the Skill Drain. So we saw the Skill Drain here. That is pretty much an auto win versus the deck here. We're going to see Zephyr Boros being summoned out from the Saryuja. Then we're going to activate the effects once again. Not even setting a card, like hitting the Silva, summoning out the Chupacabra, and then summoning out the Silva here. We're going to see Saryuja effect, boost. To me, it's amazing that they're not setting that Skill Drain. They're using these Dangers effects and just playing the danger game. We're going to see the Cerberus. It's co-linked here, so it'll be able to discard and then draw. I see discarding the Rainbow, popping the Nib, drawing another card. We could see the Zeraboros bounce back the field spell, where that's what we're going to see. They activate the field spell. They can activate the effects, banishing the Chupacabra, then dumping the Snow. So then we're going to be seeing another draw, then we're going to be seeing a search off of it. Searching for the one that essentially is a Monster Reborn. I believe this is what gets them back the Ceruli. They're going to activate the effect here. Summoning back out Ceruli, and then they're going to have to discard a card. Their opponent's going to have to discard a card, essentially, here. We're going to see them discard the Silva. Silva's going to summon itself out. And then they're going to be seeing the Rainbow, and then Rainbow as well as the Garafa. Or double Rainbow, double Graph. Wow. There's no way they played 2 Coach Kings here. I thought when Cerulli summoned onto the field that they had to discard a card effect, but I guess not. We're going to be seeing a rank 2 going for the Muttcracker here. And this will allow them to discard, summon back out, but they have to get rid of 1 more material, I believe. Because they have too much zones here. They're going to have to get rid of the Cerberus. We're going to activate the effect here, discarding. Summoning back the snow. Or, yeah, here they're like, okay, I have too much zones here. So they're first going to have to activate an effect. There's no way they play the BLS. Okay. Going to Security Dragon here. They activate the effect now. Summoning back out the Silva by dumping the Cerulli. Cerulli's going to summon to the field. Then they're going to activate the effect, and they're going to summon back out the Silva, putting back the 2 to the bottom of the deck. And yeah, I was like, you have to get rid of another zone, because then you can't summon back the Silva. So they're now onto 1 card here, and they're going to activate the Security Dragon effect, bouncing it back to the hand, and then they're going to tag out the doubles, so going for Grapha and then Rainbow once again. And we could go for an Appaloosa here if we wanted to. Going for Unicorn. Unicorn effect, discarding the Mothman, shuffling back. I thought that Unicorn had 30 zone cards. I'm learning stuff every day. There's no way Unicorn's any card on the field. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing them get hand looped here, unfortunately, and I don't think Dino has a playthrough this. This is pretty much the Darkworld FTK. They're going to set a card and just pass. And they're going to tag out first, but simply pass. And they're going to be, saying, I'll just draw from the middle of my deck. Because there's no cards they can really draw here that could let them win. But we're going to see Danger Darkworld to end up taking the FTK here, trying to, swoop those cards back in. I got to say, I think that they should have hit Cerulli, to be honest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.